Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So Bitcoin on the 4-hour, as you can see, we are trying again, our third attempt here, trying at getting above this resistance area. We obviously had our first one here rejected, our second one here rejected, and yeah, going for this third attempt. If we can get above here, hold above here, even better if we can close above these highs here, then yeah, we could certainly be seeing price reestablish itself within this range here, with obviously 33,500 as the upside, and that would be a potential target for us to then, well, probably get rejected at the first pass. But if we can then hold in this range, ultimately we've got a shot of breaking onwards and upwards to the next resistance levels. So obviously not looking too bad. I mean, just at a glance you can see it does kind of look like a bear flag, but ultimately this does look like a bit of a capitulation candle, even if we just see a bit of a mean reversion. Even if we can get up to this 36,000 potentially and beyond and still get rejected in this area and come back down and obviously trade lower than these lows, that could all happen. But in the meantime, we do have a good shot of obviously some more upside. Stock markets also, they are doing their best as well above this support zone, old resistance, new support. We'll extend this trend line along. You can kind of see where we're at in relation to that, basically at it. So we could get a bit more of a pop if we can break above here, and then that could get us up towards this basically 4100 plus area, where again it is pretty important resistance. We'll probably struggle to get above it initially, but you never know. Obviously getting there first gives us the best chance we can hope for. Dollar index easing off slightly here as well. We could probably draw a nice horizontal practically where we're at now. So if we kind of get below this, maybe we could probably draw it as an area as well, actually, here and yeah, about there, get below this area which we are attempting to, and then yeah, maybe we do see a medium term at least, even if it isn't a full reversal. See if we can get a medium term move, basically back down, which would clearly be good for risk assets. Why is this not working? Which will clearly be good for risk assets, a weakening dollar. What we also are looking to get as well is this to continue to move downwards, take out this horizontal, and then that could obviously help with growth stocks, at least growth, which obviously Bitcoin is obviously more correlated with growth, with tech and the like. So yeah, that could be good for us as well. So maybe we are going to see a bit of a move. Maybe, fingers crossed. Gold, let's have a look how gold is doing. Gold trying to put a bounce here, but now it is below this important resistance area. Probably gonna have a bit of difficulty getting back above, so we shall have to see how that plays out. And oil at this next level of resistance, and at this channel as well. So I mean, if it gets above here, we could see some fireworks, but this is pretty staunch resistance. So you would expect longs to be taking profits here and then to be selling into this, even if ultimately it does move higher, even if it does just come back and test this support, old resistance new support. Yeah, there's that level it can pull back into. But yeah, if it does break above here, then yeah, it could accelerate pretty quickly to the upside. What else do you want to have a look at? Anything else in particular? We did look at this wheat trade and food soft commodities generally being bullish, and this was looking like it was moving up, basically wanting to move up at this point. I think we looked at it about a week or so ago. Ethereum Satoshi parent not really moved a lot here, still playing around with this support here. Needs to get a move on upwards, needs to get moving. And also the USD parent at a similar sort of area that Bitcoin's at, needs to get above here to then be able to come and challenge some of the higher levels. Quick look at stochastics then. 4 hour turn back up here, looking to give us some upwards momentum. 8 hour topping out a little bit there, so 8 hour potentially going to struggle to get as much higher. 10 hour 10 hour did turn, but has now turned back up, so that is not so bad looking. 12 hour is looking really good here, and this is obviously a higher time frame than these ones, so clearly a stronger indicator, so that is not looking too bad at all there. Daily, a lot of room to run as well, so that is looking quite good. Buy daily turning up from a low level, so at least it is turning up and has got a lot of room to run into. 3 day turned up from a low level also. 5 days not turned up yet. This is kind of the one we're waiting on. These will certainly feed through to this if we do see price action hold or move upwards. And then weekly is still coming down as well. Well, bi-weekly there, you can see a monthly there just for completion. But yes, going back to the chart, if we can get above here and hold in this area, we can turn that 5 day and ultimately weekly around, and we could get ourselves a nice bounce. Could it get us up to 40,000? Could it get us beyond? Potentially, we shall have to see. Ultimately, you would have to obviously psychologically climb that wall of worry. We're working on the basis that at some point we're going to get rejected and come and take out new lows. But that is how rallies go. They climb that wall of worry, and then at some point people will start thinking, oh, we're not going down, or not necessarily, but potentially if we do continue ups, then people will be selling into it, and then ultimately we'll break out some important levels. They will obviously stop out or get liquidated, and then we continue onwards to new highs. The hopium scenario, but we shall see. So there you go, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.